After years and years, and Uncle does mean years, people been asking Uncle, can you just chart futures and can you just chart NASDAQ? Because after years of people asking me to do it, Uncle's finally gonna give in and I'm gonna cover these ticker symbols. I was thinking of making it a regular thing. I could cover futures and NASDAQ in the morning, and then I'll cover SPY Triple Q and my other ticker symbols for the aftermarket. If you guys think I should do that or agree with me in doing that, hit the like button. And if I see I get, 100 likes, I'm going to make this a regular thing. Okay, 100 likes, I'll make this a regular thing. But whether it becomes a regular thing or not, I'm going to cover it today. So let's do it. First and foremost, ever since SPY, we're going to go to SPY real quick. Ever since we broke out that downtrend line, SPY's been going up higher and higher, and now we're gapping up. But we're covering futures, and you can see that future we also had a downtrend line, the yellow line. We had a breakout of it back in late April into early May, and it's been just melting up, climbing up, and now we're just getting a push up to the upside. What is causing the market to pop up? Okay, now you guys remember how I spoke to you guys about the news, how it's all propaganda. They're just trying to get us emotional, because emotional viewers makes them a lot of money. Okay, emotional viewers make them a lot of money. They want you to be angry or they want you to be extra happy. They want you to either love Donald Trump or hate Donald Trump, no in between. They don't want you to be logical. They don't want you to be neutral or balanced. They want you to be, they want you to pick a side, okay? And they make it sound like China and America have a lot of problems. And we do got some issues with China, of course. But it's not as bad as the news is making it. They make everything sounds worse. It's all propaganda. They make everything sound worse than what it really is, because that's how they get their views. But in truthfully, actually, the people that are speaking, the Chinese people, the American people, they're speaking probably very cordially, very civilized, and they all want to solve the problem and create a win-win situation. You see, the news don't want to talk about that because it's not interesting to the public. Okay, it doesn't get people emotional. That's a based way of looking at it. Okay, everybody's trying to solve problems and they're trying to be civilized and cordial, and they want things to be better for both countries. Okay, that's a more positive way to look at it. And you guys are looking at, this was something one of my members posted. I'm not sure what the source is. I'm thinking Financial Juice, because that's usually what we use in my Discord, Financial Juice. I love Financial Juice. But it says here, just remember why we're here in the first place. The United States has a massive 1.2 trillion trade deficit. Woo. So the president declared a national emergency and imposed tariffs. And we're confident that the deal we struck with our Chinese partners will help us to work towards resolving that national emergency. Look at the deal we struck with our Chinese partner. Okay, so, did we make a deal? Did we struck a deal with China and that's what's causing this? And I'm telling you guys, I think I covered this in the previous video, where we're going to pop up because the market is forward looking, whether, the deal is solid or not. Just the talk of a deal being made can get, the market to get excited and happy. And apparently it's playing out right now. Okay, so that's the recap. Do more due diligence. Okay, Uncle is just giving you guys surface level information when it comes to the fundamentals and the news and stuff. It's just surface level. I'm a price action guy, so definitely do more due diligence. See what the heck's going on, and be base about it. Be a sheep about it. You can be a sheep in trading, where you're neither bull or biased. You're neutral. And be neutral when you're reading these articles about the news and stuff, and try to look at it from a logical perspective. Whether you hate Donald Trump or love Donald Trump, try not to focus on the person, but instead focus on the action. Focus on the action, whether it's a good action or it's a sinful action. You just be, try to do your best to be neutral. Okay, now enough about that. Let's get into the price action. We're covering futures and NASDAQ today. Now, as far as support goes for futures, Some of you guys might be used to my levels being $1.50 to $2 apart. This is going to be a little more spread out because I'm looking at it from a swing trader's perspective, okay? Now, support I have right now is at 5,844.25. 5844.25, okay? It's trying to break out that fib level right now. And as long as above, I have the next target. I have two targets, 5865.7 and then 5881. All right, I'm gonna say it again. 5865.7 and then 5881 are my targets. Above 5881, I have the next target at 5930. And above that, I have the big 6,000, guys. The big 6,000. All right, that's the bull case scenario. As long as above 5844.2, I am bullish, and I do favor those targets either breaking or at least hitting. All right, if we want to get bearish, I need to see price back below 5844. All right, 5844, and then next support I have below 5844 is at 5825, and then below 5825 could be a massive big drop down to 5775. All right, as far as my uptrend line goes, breakdown level is at 5736. So if we break that down, I would definitely be bear biased. All right, so watch that level 5844. Above it is bullish, below it we can get a pullback. And as far as NASDAQ goes, guys, that's a big breakout, big push to the upside that is having right now. Is looking bullish. Support I have is at 2712.5. 2712.5. As long as above it, I do favor more upside. And the next resistant levels I have is 21,050 and 21,073. Okay? 21,050 and 21,073. If those levels clear, we are popping up a lot higher. 21,500, 22,000 or higher would be in play. Okay, so if you want to go short, 2712 must fail, but as long as above it, I'm favoring my upside, and clearing 21,050 and 21,073 should give us a lot more upside. Okay, guys, you got my levels for both futures and the NASDAQ. They're both looking bullish right now. Pay attention to the price action, guys. Pay attention to the price action. And as far as the news goes, right now there's talks of a deal being made with China. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, guys. If it's being made and something works out, can get rid of the tariffs, good. But pay attention, just in case they start talking about, oh, the deal actually didn't go through, or China's not liking the deal. Those catalysts can possibly push the market back down. So you take that information and you combine it with price action. All right? But don't impose your will. Just pay attention and react to the price action like sheeps. Good old sheeps. Not the sheeps the world talk about. The sheep that Uncle talks about. The one that follows the price action, not blindly follows anything else. Okay? Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Peace.